Hi, my friend. Welcome back to the Holiday Survival Series, where I hope you have a very joyful Christmas. Let's take out the stress for the Christmas holidays and let's go for the joy and the fun and the relaxation. Today, we're going to talk money. Money could be a very stressful time, right? I mean, money could be an object of why this time is stressful because there's so much with the food and the gifts and the travel that and our paychecks don't change just because it's a holiday, but there's so much on us. So the first thing I would say is have a budget. Have a budget for your food, have a budget for your gifts, and have a budget for your travel. And that one could be a little tricky. All of them can be, to be honest. But travel, let's start with that one because, yeah, we don't get to make those prices, set the prices for traveling, if especially if you're flying. But if you're going to fly, I would say you want to book your flight as soon as possible. Generally, they're lower the earlier that you book your flight, but I would always check in on those. And then you can also do price comparison with the different companies, with the different airlines. But if you have a specifically one that you use, then you also get to rack up those points for future flights as well. So I would start with that, like try to go with some looking at the budget, looking at the best time to fly, the hours to fly, and saving money that way. But also look at a comparison between driving and flying. So if it's not too far, like 2 to 4 hour drive, then maybe that one pretty much we're not flying if it's only 2 hours. But I know someone who used to fly from San Diego to LA. But otherwise, that's generally that would be better to drive it. But if it's like 4 hours, like if I go to Vegas, I always compare. Do I really want to drive it or do I want to fly? And then look at it like, okay, especially if you got like a lot of kids or a lot of people there with you, I think, do I want to be in a car that long? With some people just can't sit as long and it just makes it a little bit harder, especially with children. Of course, there's lots of different ways of working that out and making it fun. But sometimes I'll drive to Vegas. Other times, like I just want to get there quicker. And so I'll take the flight. So you want to do a price comparison and also your mental health comparison, like what's going to be better for you. Also, knowing that if you're flying, you get there faster, you don't have the fatigue because you're not physically in the car doing that driving yourself. So you want to look at the whole picture when it comes to travel. And then the other thing I would say, like, is if you're doing food, let's look at the food now, your food budget. You want to have a budget for that as well. Like what is my budget like for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas Eve, for all the things, because like maybe you're not going to do prime rib. So maybe you do like prime rib is a lot more expensive than, let's just say, you're just going to do the turkey dinner. Sometimes you do want that big experience, but other times, like, do you really need that? Because remember, the holiday time is all about being with your family and your friends. And if the budget doesn't fit for the prime rib at this time, it's okay. Prime rib is always available. So maybe you don't have it right now. Maybe you'll have it in February. Maybe that'll be a Valentine's dinner. But, you figure that out, decide on your budget and what works best for you and your family and the budget. And of course, there's certain things that we do want at a certain time of the year. So if you have family and everyone's expecting a particular dish, then by all means, if you have the money for it, go for it. But the bottom line is, I want you to think about how much time you're spending with your family and making your presence your gift to them and not necessarily the food. Because honestly, yes, we always are going to enjoy the food, but there's also times when we just want to be together. And to be honest, a couple of times I've actually ordered ordered a meal. We did it for Thanksgiving a couple of times, and it's as I spent a little bit more money than I would have, but just it was just so much better and more peaceful and easier to just have it pre-ordered and pick it up for Thanksgiving. And we did not do the traditional meal. We did Lucille's barbecue for Thanksgiving a few years ago. And it was like the best decision ever. No, we didn't have tons of the leftovers, but that was okay. And then you can do hybrid. You can do where you do pick up some of the portions of meal and that you make some of the meal, or maybe you do all the baking yourself and you buy the meal, or like you want your particular sides that you just absolutely have to have, and you've got that recipe that everyone loves, and then you can just kind of delegate, not delegate it, but you just use a service of whatever your favorite restaurant is that's affordable, that's going to feed a lot of people. And just that was so easy. That was like the easy button. I absolutely loved it because our lives get so busy and trying to do everything. I just kind of started having wisdom about all of that. So that's time. That's a hack for food. Also, when you're buying food, if you are going all out and you're buying everything, try to buy in bulk. So create your budget, create your menu, and so if you're going to need flour for the cake and flour for making pie crust, or all the different things, flour for cookies, so there's multiple things that you're going to use that for. Buy it in bulk. Don't buy like all the don't get small bags that you're buying regularly, buying more often. Just buy it in bulk, and that's going to help you to save time and money. And I will tell you, because I committed this son last weekend, which is not a normal for me to do, but I went to the store hungry. Don't do that, because then you're going to spend more money and you're going to go beyond your budget. So make sure that you've eaten before you go to the store and buy your food. Okay, so there you have that. Now let's talk gifts, because that can be expensive too. So I have some notes here on this one. Let me pull up my notes that I wrote here. How to save money here on your gift. So again, you want to create a budget. You don't want to go in debt purchasing gifts. So think of create your budget, and then also think outside of that, outside of the norm. Like maybe it's gift experiences. Maybe it's not like you're buying things but that you're creating experiences for other things. Like for instance, maybe your family all like to do like a museum one. Like my daughter and I keep talking about the museums and we haven't gone yet. But we love visiting museums, but we haven't been lately. So like doing something like that, doing the experience where everyone's together doing something. Maybe there's a concert. No, that can be expensive. But different things that you would want to do as a family, or if you know people that you want to give that experience to, that would be a great idea. So experiences will be fun. Maybe spending a weekend together for Christmas at a hotel or away for a vacation as a family, and opposed to getting all the individual gifts. Also, homemade gifts. If you like baking cookies, I love baking cookies. And for many, many years, actually a few decades, I've had baked cookies and gifted them to my mechanics, for my doctors, my dentists, anyone that provides services for me, to friends and to families. And there's certain ones they always want. Oh, make sure this year you make those bonbons. Oh, make sure you make those chocolate crinkles. Oh, make sure you make that, so they become like they're excited about it, and that's a fun thing for them. They look forward to it. So you can think about, whatever that you like to cook, something, maybe there's a meal, maybe there's other big goodies that you would like to do. You can also create coupon books. Remember that? I haven't seen those in years, but that could be fun. Like every person can get a coupon book from you, and that coupon could be some little things that you would give your time to for them. Like maybe if you have grandchildren, you're going to do it anyway. We already know you're going to babysit the grandkids, but maybe there's like extra things. Yeah, I will do extra errands for you, and there's a coupon for that. So like they need something, and like, oh, here, I'm redeeming my coupon, can you do blah, blah, blah for me? Be creative and whatever you want to do on those coupons. And that could be something for friends and family. That could be really kind of fun. And that's like gifting yourself beyond just Christmas, is that can go out really throughout the year, like whenever they want to redeem the coupon. So that's a fun thing. If you have someone who loves to read, if you have readers in your family, there was one year for my daughter that I went to a used bookstore and I purchased the Wizard of Oz series. It was something special about it. Was it original copy? I don't remember what it was, but whatever it was really wonderful because look, it's a used book, but it was in really good condition. And it was something really special about it. I can't remember exactly what it was. And she loves that. She absolutely loved that. Because, a book is a book. It's not going to change over time. As long as the condition is really good and the person loves to read. And that could be something that you would do like for family, like everyone loves to read certain books or a particular author or a particular topic. That can be a fun gift idea for them to do. And thinking about families, you can gift a family gift. You don't have to give every single every person an individual gift. You can make it where, like, I don't know, do people still play board games? I still love board games. I don't know how many people still love that. But like, for instance, with Jafra, we've got like a whole spa bundle that works for the entire family. So you can do spa bundles with what I have in doTERRA, a whole wellness bundle for the family. So and so there's just other great fun ways of gifting that you can be out of the box with. And this one's a little too late for you, but I have on my list here, shop throughout the year. You don't have to wait till Christmas time or not Good Friday, Black Friday to start shopping throughout the year. If there's little things that you see that a particular person will love, then pick it up. I remember a rule that I had once my daughter was born. It's like, okay, anything I want to get so from September on, starting September, if I saw something that I wanted for my daughter, I just grab it then. I wouldn't wait until Christmas. And so that was what I would do. But throughout the year, if you see different things that you would want to pick up for somebody, just take it and put it away. Now you have to remember where you put them. I had a particular spot where I always kept my gifts for the year, and they were never found by the people that I was purchasing for. But it's just a really fun way of not having to wait till the whole end of the year to get a gift. Now, of course, don't do clothes. Don't get clothing because either it might go out of style or it may not fit anymore. So, but anything else, like little things, the things that that they love, definitely you don't have to wait for the end of the year. Okay, combine multiple orders. Let's just say you're shopping online. Let's just say you're shopping on my Jafra site. Just make your item, purchase everything at one time, because then you only have one shipping fee. You're only paying $5.95, no matter how big your order is. So that's a great time to just get all the gifts at once. And you may not know this, you don't have to pay the whole thing at once. You can do the PayPal installment payments and break it up into four payments. So you have time to to pay it. And I think it's 4 payments over every 2 weeks. So that's like 8 weeks. That's 2 months to have that paid. And there's no interest for that either. Another great thing, of course, is to enroll with Jafra, because now you're going to get every single thing that you're purchasing for Christmas at 45% savings. That's a big savings. Now, when you enroll with Jafra, you get in your savings 45% for your first 3 months. There's no minimums. No one's going to tell you, and even beyond Christmas, let's say, oh, Christmas is over, I'm not going to be buying so much. That's okay. There's no one that tells you you have to buy something every month or you have to purchase a certain amount. Now, of course, there's different advantages for doing that, but you don't have to. It's like having a Sam's Club or a Costco Club membership where you go in and you get the savings when you need to go shopping. There's no time that says you have to. And it's only $25 to enroll. $25, you get a kit that has 4 of our top products. And it's the value is $174. You only pay $25 for it. The shipping is free. And then you can add on all of your other things that you want, and you're going to get that for 45% savings. So that's a really great deal. And I think that's all I have on there for the tips for gifting to save money. So you might have some other ideas too, like what do you do? Let us know in the comments, because this is going to be a community where we're helping other people. It doesn't have to be only just me. You may have some amazing tips that you've done over the years that will be able to help others. So let us know below what that would be. And then on my website, I do have a blog post. I will put that blog post here in the description. That blog post is all about survival tips, all the different things that you can do to have a wonderful, peaceful holiday. And it goes beyond just these tips. There's other things on there and how to have a restful, peaceful, how to enjoy it. So check that out. And then also from that blog post, you can also click on to get my planning, my planning checklist. So it helps you along the way to stay on target with your budget and having a peaceful holiday. All right. Well, I will see you in the next video. I hope you are getting some value from the holiday survival tips. And if you are, please share the video, forward it to a friend, and also like the video and comment. When you like and comment, then the video gets pushed out to more and more people. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye for now.